We eat like them, we sleep like them, we think like them, we have sex like them, we all sort of thing we do like them. Karen, I can tell you something. You have a brethren down here named Vybz Kartel, you see? If Vybz Kartel ever come out when election near election and say, he might go with this a party or that the party, argument done. May I tell you that?
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are doing great. So your boy here come across this one, wherein this one is the latest stepping razor as of Friday, August the 30th of the 2024. So the main headline is Vybz Kartel Goh Mek Dem win big, plus Kamala a lead chump by far. So guys, Muta will be explaining a lot in this one. So you wanna stay tuned. This one is gonna be really a warm and interesting one. So you wanna stay tuned. And don't forget, I'm here on the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. With that being said, let's go ahead and hear what Mutabaruka got to say in this one. My people, let's walk.
Karen, I can tell you something. You have a brethren down here named Vybz Kartel, you see? If Vybz Kartel ever come out when election near election and say, he might go with this a party or that the party, argument done. May I tell you that? African teacher, oh, you don't teach nothing about Africa in a school. The government don't sanction it. Colonial government, colonial system. We say African head of state, I think a Burkina Faso, one of them ex-French colony. The man get up and say, they must take out all of the French history book them out of the school them in our country. Take them out. Because over the years, we know more things about England than the English know about themselves. And we still in that colonial mindset, where everything we do, we have to use the European logics. We even use the European logics to define ourselves as a people. We eat like them, we sleep like them, we think like them, we have sex like them, we all sort of thing we do like them. And it's not benefiting we at all. Not benefit we. The more we behave like them, is the more we realize we are go down in our ditch. You know, so we are going to America, man. Look, we are going to America and tell me if a so-called first world country, one of the most so-called powerful nations on earth, where you see going to America now, no one will ever believe these countries supposed to operate like that. Because it's a smaller country, go through political things, and where we see going the back and forth and the throw word and the cussing and the lie them and all sort of things, everybody has to lie for one another. It's a serious thing. And this is the place where we want to emulate. We want to emulate that joke business. Joke business when we want to eliminate this thing. You see people in my ball say, the gun them. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Them have the biggest crime problem right now in Canada. Canada of all places. And them say the gun them a come through the borders from America. Meanwhile, we hear Trudeau say the people them must prepare for the next chapter in the epidemic that we're going to eat disease X, they must prepare for it and take heed. So all of these things come like them work out everything already, you know. Them work it out long time. We hear about it when it take all away and grab away. It's like the food. It's like the food. We used to eat some serious food in our Jamaica. Now, you now get them food again, nowhere. Remember cold supper shop? Where I talk about some things where I know most of the people them who listen me don't even know what I talk about. But I have to tell you about it because it's good for you to ask somebody. You have some shop named Cold Supper Shop, man. Before you did have fast food restaurant, you did have Cold Supper Shop. Any time of night you come from anywhere, party, show, anywhere, you could have stopped at a Cold Supper Shop. And in a Cold Supper Shop, you used to have a woman in there sell. She always fat too. And she have a cold stove in there. And when you look at the glass case, you say, food, real food. Real food you see there. Yes, kalalo, ackee and salt fish, boiled dumpling, boiled banana, fried dumpling, all sorts of things you have in there. And they shall make ginger beer. Well, last one to drink ginger beer, real ginger beer. I mean, I thought the one where at the back of them where have the madness in night. Real ginger beer, them woman they make. And you could have eat, you could have pick out what you want from the glass case. If you want all fried fish and fried dumpling and fried breadfruit, them give you a grease paper, and you put it on the grease paper. And remember when we are come from our party, you did have one right at the opposite, the post office, post office in a crossroad there. What Cold Supper Shop used to do there. And when we stop and I go home, because them time we all walk, everywhere we all walk from. Anywhere the party they will walk, and go look the party and come back. And we stop at the Cold Supper Shop, and when you see we all walk along the road, on a Snipe Road, to come through across Woodford Park and them way there. A grease paper we eat out, fried dumpling, real food, real food. Real food. Nowadays, trust me, these food leave much to be desired because the menu is coming direct from America. America. The fastest turnover of fast, I'm not even call the name of the one where them say turnover more than any other one in the world. Can you imagine that? It's in Jamaica. The one we turn over the most is in Jamaica. But the menu, how to make the food, come from foreign. That is how far independent we is. And you know, so remember the Cold Supper Shop we used to stop at, you could have eat anything like granny cooking. Can't dumpling and ackee from big fat matty, stew peas and rice, just really tastes nice. You know, a whole heap of fast food stand take over the land. Junk food, filling up the place. This is a national disgrace. What we're doing to ourselves. How much time you hear upon the radio say the doctor say certain things are good for you, and you ignore it. And somehow they get bloated. You know, so the woman them stay now. The woman them lose that figure, that shape will make your eye turn round and twist round. That your wife have to say, you think me don't see her look? You think me don't see her look now? My lady different now, she showed me them, you know. It have a nice lady apart, she say, what a nice lady that, look for her. But you hardly can say that again. I don't know where the woman, especially the woman them, you know. I don't know where the woman them are eating or rasta. One time you look on them and, yes, you know, figure out everything and you know, say, you're not really mark nobody. But it's them that do themselves, so it's them that make themselves become that way. It's them that make themselves look so. By the way, them and yam and stuff in their mouth. Today, them look, them have on a belt who can't fit them, and the next day, them have on a pants who can't fit them today, and next week, the pants can't fit them. And them I tell you about say, boy, I go a gym, go with Jim. A Jim Jones here I go. I know the gym, GYM, a JIM. A this over there. A this over there. So what we are about it? Come here talk this now. I'm going to you can go and talk. You know, see me alright. You know, alright. You know, alright. Because these Gen Z and Gen X and Gen Z and all them something with them up. Wait till you reach certain age, you're going to say how affected or infected you are by the lifestyle you live now. The lifestyle you live now will have a serious effect on you later on. And you can't say you never know, because when me are youth, me never have them information when me say everybody have now. But you have the information and you ignore it. You're ignoring it. So little more you don't have no money for going to a doctor. So you're sick, and dead young. Apart from Cara, a crash. And apart from gunman. And the same youth them a do everything. Same youth. Youth them a crash. Gunman, a youth man them. All of these things. When you look at the fast food restaurant them, a pure young people is a line up there. Pure young people. Why take a break and come forward? Break time. Spend most of your days in school. Even more than how you spend it at your house. Because more time when you go home, you eat your dinner, watch little TV and go on bed. And get up early again to go to school. So don't underestimate it. That's why all them treat the teacher them. It's horrible. How the government treat teachers, it's horrible, man. You know, that's why a whole heap of them have to leave. We say a whole heap of them not leaving now, like last year, but the peer, man, trust me, the peer, terrible. Yeah, man, terrible. And them can't do better, you know. We are talking about the government now. Them can't do better, you know. Them can't do better, man. But you see, most teachers start from the ground, you know. Yeah, it's not, most teachers not some big aristocratic picnic, not ton teacher. You know, see, are people who, normal Jamaican people, get educated in a school and go do them this and do them that and get them degree or get them whatsoever and say them want to turn teacher. So you are defining any so-called money people picnic go turn teacher. You are defining any Chinese people picnic go turn teacher. The black majority in Jamaica is the ones who raised from the ground and got turn teacher. And the teacher is one of the most important profession in Jamaica. Because as me say, them have your picnic most of the day. You hardly have your picnic because, as me say, when your picnic reach our school yard, them eat them dinner, go upon them what was, what at, and what is, or go upon the TV, and then them go sleep. So the teacher is more important sometimes than where I go on in the house. But the teacher sometimes can't even afford to send fair picnic at school. Yet still she have to look about other people picnic. Just think about that. Think about that. She have picnic to go to school. And more time she cannot afford her child to go to school. Yet still she have to take care of people picnic. Every day for 5 days a week. Every day for 5 days a week. While Fair Pitney, trust me. So don't take it lightly. See, a teacher work, I just a teacher, she just a teach. No, man. She has shaped the future of Jamaica. That's what she has shaped the future. And if she not contented, it's going to trickle down to the student them where she have under control. Make she get miserable. And a miserable teacher, trust me, is not to be taken lightly. I don't know if the government understand that. A happy teacher is a happy student, man. That me I say, a happy teacher is a happy student. How would you not see that? How would the teacher them get so miserable? The teacher them miserable, you know, so the teacher them, they're miserable. We're going to take a break and come forward. Break time. Dearly beloved sister of mine from them longer time, she named Karen Dunkley. And I now go call out all of the things them write us about Karen. Too much things. By the time I don't read it out, I never get to talk to you. How you do?
Uncle Muta, I'm doing well. Greetings and salutations to you and your listeners. Indeed. Blessings.
Let me ask you something. You there on the bus store too?
Listen, this...
You know, answer.
Boy, I'm going to say unconfirmed, but it has been quite a whirlwind, Uncle Muta, quite a whirlwind with the elections, and especially with Kamala announcing her candidacy.
All right, well, I want the people them know, say, you are intricately involved with this campaign we are going for Mr. Harris and our Vice President. How is it for you personally after the what them call it?
The DNC.
The DNC, yeah.
The Democratic, yes, National Convention.
Yeah. Because we are watching on TV and I tell you, it's still away. It's still away.
It's stay away, right? And the excitement was palpable. Well, first of all, my role, and I really try to be as objective as possible to look, I did not attend the RNC in Milwaukee, but I did watch it every night and the major talking points, just so that we can bring the information to the people. But the excitement, I went into Chicago on the Wednesday of the DNC. DNC ended on the Thursday. And when I tell you that, it was sheer excitement. Young people, the kind of excitement and fervor that we saw when Barack Obama announced, it's almost as if the Democratic Party had a resurrection, because as you can imagine, they were flailing. People were really concerned about the outcome of this election, and I think that Kamala, the excitement with her, the love that people have for the down-to-earthiness of the vice presidential pick was the fact that he is seen as a round-the-way guy. You know, he owns guns, he was a coach, he was a teacher, he became this congressman. So the entire floor was just, complete. If you want to say lit and excitement, them sell off, Uncle Muta, in Jamaican vernacular. We say them did sell off and they sell off.
You know, the weird part about it is that Trump was in at the same venue with him RNC thing. And it was as full as when Miss Harris did there, and people use that as a sign, say, Trump will lose him support. You think he will lose him support? Or it's just polls attack and a big up Harris? Tell me.
I think some of it is poster talk. I think that when Kamala, because this is unprecedented, we've never seen this. We have never in the United States history. This election is historic for two reasons. It's historic because you have a former president who lost the term and is coming back as the nominee for the Republican Party, running again. That in itself has only happened once in the entire history of democracy in the United States. Couple that with, you have a presidential nominee dropping out who is an incumbent, handing over to his vice president who ascends to the nomination without any runoff, and who is the first African-American woman and Asian woman. So I have to tell you that I think that it really amplifies the fact that Trump might not be necessarily losing, but just the sheer excitement, the novelty. Everybody said, whoa, we really think that Kamala can do this time.
But let me ask you something, because what did I try to figure out? How is it that the excitement is amongst Miss Harris there, yet still Trump still a hold him on? You think say the hype I go last a month where you find that she kind of take, front stage now, rather than Trump who continuously does afloat and not lose nothing. Him not lose him base. Him not lose him supporters them. It's just that she again some people will never did dead originally, like the young people, them and a whole heap of black people. How is it that him can still hold him ground with all of them things that were going round him?
Listen, Trump he's Uncle Mota, Trump is very strategic. Trump is running, first of all, let's look at what he's running on. He's now running an anti-Kamala Harris campaign. So if you look at what he's been putting out, he's running on his economic record, and he's saying that she's failed leadership, and he's saying that she's dangerously liberal. This has been their talking points. For example, he's saying that when it comes to keeping home ownership affordable, that he wins on that under the Democrats, the price of home ownership have increased by 25.4%. So it has put millions of Americans out of owning a home. On the economy, he's winning that credit card loans and interest rates were 2.77%. He's saying that Harris's track record with Biden is that interest rates skyrocketed to 7.22%. He's saying that Americans had a personal savings increased by 393%. And I follow this stuff, so I could talk all day. You're saying under Harris that personal savings have fell. So he's saying that Kamala Harris is a failed leader. He's saying that she only, listen to his talking points, she's only become black recently, now that she wants to co-opt to the black vote, that she ran as the first Asian American when she ran as district attorney. So you're right, he's not necessarily gaining, but he's not losing his base. And then remember, there's white supremacy. There are people who believe that Trump is indeed the last white messiah, that if it is that he doesn't win, that America will no longer belong to who they deem as the true Americans. I'm in Florida right now. I'm visiting my dad. I'm in a place called Ocala, and I left Philadelphia. You see Harris Walls. I come right in Ocala, and it says Trump, forever Trump, keep America great. And that is how divided the United States of America is.
So what you just put out a while ago, is lie Mattel or is true? Because it love people for life still. The hype right now is round Kamala, but how long you think this can last? What is our intention? What you going to do to keep that excitement there for 2 months? What do you think she can do?
A day in politics is long, and the first thing that the Democrats have to do is to convert this energy and excitement into votes. If the voter registration and the voter turnout doesn't happen, it means that just in 2016, when everyone was shell-shocked, it was shock and awe when they said Hillary was going to win, and everyone looked in dismayed. I live in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. When they called Pennsylvania for Trump, that is when I was dressed and ready to go to a celebratory party for Hillary. And then when they called Pennsylvania for Trump, everyone watched in dismay because we understood what it meant along the electoral vote. So unless Kamala is able to transport that excitement into votes, absolutely, that she does stand, the possibility exists that she just may not win. The path to the electoral college must get Michigan. And so if you look at Michigan, look at Detroit, predominantly African American, they must carry Pennsylvania. Who and where you find the Democratic vote in Pennsylvania? In Philadelphia. If you look at Michigan, where do they find it? In Milwaukee. Let us say what it is. There's also black fatigue. You see that Trump has increased his support amongst black voters. Why? Because the common thread across these cities have been lackluster performance, persistent poverty, high crime, poor home ownership, and these cities have unequivocally supported the Democratic Party. Remember what Trump said when he came to Philly. He went to the University of Pennsylvania. He said that Philadelphia looks worse than when I attended school. It looks like a scene out of The Wire. You remember the show The Wire with the drugs? And he said, Philly, what have you got to lose? And that is the question Kamala Harris and the team must answer. What have we got to gain from continuing to deliver the Democratic vote of these cities that continue to remain in dire poverty and dire economic constraints?
As a young lady, what do you think is necessary for it? What is the message? Because it looks like the two parties have run out of message now. What is the message? Where you laugh?
Because I think you're right? Because they need something. It can't be just politics as usual. So there's a congresswoman who came and she asked to meet with me, and her Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, and she's very outspoken. We sat and I shared with her that there is tremendous disenchantment around just politics, just not just black or white, but just as people. There's a fatigue because every 4 years they come and then the outcomes are not there. And I think what they have to show is deliver on the promise of America. The economy is in shambles. The inflation is through the roof. Interest rates are astronomical. And what they need to do is to say to the middle class, those of us who go to work every day for a living, or even if we're entrepreneurs and we have a business, that there is fair taxes, that there's a tax rate that works for all American citizens. They have to speak to home ownership, that people can pay off their mortgages. They have to speak to just investment and crime and infrastructure that is plaguing our cities. They have to answer the border crisis. We are immigrants. I'm an immigrant. The only true native to America would be the Native American. But we cannot have unchecked migration. What is happening now in New York, as quiet as it comes, someone took a video, Uncle Muta, and they showed me camps. You know how you have a camper that you used to see people in the RV driving to the country with their families? You just have them lining the streets of the so-called greatest city in the world, New York. People are living out of campers.
Philadelphia.
Yes.
And Los Angeles.
Can you believe it?
Los Angeles.
Yes.
So why is it that the Democrats are selling say crime gone down, poverty gone down and them something there? Why them selling that to the people them when you as a Democrat can't really see say certain things are going on when no look like what them are saying?
I think so. Everyone can use the numbers. We understand that with COVID-19, the pandemic was unprecedented, and coming out of the pandemic, that government had a Herculean job to do. Now, people have credited Joe Biden for stabilizing the economy and, for some of them more. And then LGBTQ, we haven't even touched that issue. There are many Democrats, there are many moderates, and I happen to be a registered independent, but there are many moderate Republicans and even liberal Democrats that have issue with this transgender movement. How can someone who's 8 or 9 begin to get hormone therapy? So people are having very visceral responses and reactions to those kinds of very personal issues, the personal issue of abortion, if you're pro-life or pro-choice. And so the government has to answer globally around the economy and crime and investment. And then personally, a woman's right to choose her own body. If you're a pro-lifer, those kind of things. If you believe, first of all, in LGBTQ rights and what that looks like, and if that should even happen. So there's so much polarization and dissension that they have to bring people together on issues that they care passionately about.
Karen, may I tell you, say America in a serious situation. America in a serious situation. Because when we look on the two main runners, them we find them guilty. And when I talk about Harris as the one still, but the system, the democratic system, we run America. And this one, you know, we come on and say, him no in and nothing with the Constitution and all, and we want to start him own thing. You know, it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, if a country like America reach a level here, I mean, we stand back and I look upon it and I say, but wait, at this country, everybody a run go. At this country, I about the land of opportunity and bliss. It's weird. Karen, where are you, America?
I'm laughing because America is still the greatest democracy on earth, Uncle Muta. Only in America have we ever seen a former president convicted. He's a convicted felon. We've never seen that happen anywhere else in the world. In a
run for president.
Right. So it really shows you that democracy works. But then look at if he doesn't win, he has a possibility. If they don't pardon him, he will serve jail time. And so that is also on the table.
Trump not going to jail, man. Trump not going to jail. Trust me. He's not going to go to jail.
It's on the table.
Look at them are going to eat it off of the table before. Trump is not going to no jail. Whether I become president or not. You know, see, I hope I can eat my words after the election. But you can't ask you a question.
Well, we're going to see. It is hot. It's a hot election. Immigration is on the table. LGBTQ is on the table. The migrant border, the Israel-Gaza is on the table. The economy is on the table. And so we will see. November is the time.
Yeah, I can ask you a question. Explain to me, I don't understand it. America have a weird way of election where it's not the majority win. It's the electoral college decide the vote. And them is not even quarter of the amount of state them. Explain that to me. Why is it that it continue that it's not the majority in America? The party who get their marriage, that sound like Trump now. the party who get the majority, yeah, it's not them necessarily win. Or explain that to me.
Yes, mine you're talking about our almost president, you know. So America has a system of the electoral college, and the electoral college have what we call delegates, and delegates cast the vote. The path to the presidency, in order for a candidate to win, they need to secure a total. So you have 270 electoral.
Hello? What happened to so? Karen? She get cut off?
I'm not sure, Muta. I go check on it.
Check it further. Because I really want to find out about this electoral college and the majority don't win. In America, the person who get the most, the party who get the most vote is not necessarily the winner. You know, see, it decided by, I think it's about 4 states. 4 states decided. So, you know, it sounds weird to me, but I never really get a good clarification of that yet. I really want to find out how that goes. We're on the stepping razor. We just had an interview with my little sister, Karen Dunkley, who now resides in America, and she's very anxious about the DNC. Yes, Karen, we still up on the question.
Yes.
The majority rule, that is what we know as democracy. In America, it's different. Tell me.
So the majority still rules, you know. It's just that it's a more tempered majority, meaning it's a qualified majority. So in the system, we have the electoral college. Across all the states in America, it totals to 538 electoral college votes. The president must win 270 of those votes. Each state, they elect or select delegates, and then delegates cast the ballots on behalf of the state based on the popular vote, which would be one vote to one person. So when I go to vote, I'm casting my vote. It's going to be counted in the popular vote. The reason America has a system, and it's a great system actually, is two things. It needed to balance the power between the small and the large states as defined by population, not geography. That is very important because if you look at places that are in the West that are really expanse, the Utahs, and they don't carry as many electoral votes, let's say, as a California and New York. So it's based on demographics, the population. So the framers did that, number one, to balance power. That is true representation because when American democracy came about in 1789 with the Constitution, they were concerned with the representation and the balance of power between the small and the large states. The other piece that is really critical, Uncle Muta, for people to understand, is the framers were afraid of the passions of men. Them say one day them love you, the next day them hate you. If you leave your election up to people who vote along these lines, then sometimes they may not choose the best candidate. So it's important that after they vote, the delegates come and say, okay, here is the person we want. So on the night of the election, the delegates cast their vote for the candidate. Remember, if you remember American history well, you will remember that Al Gore won the popular vote and George Bush became president because of the Electoral College. He took it to court and then he decided to dismiss the case.
Yeah, but most country is the majority. Because we always learn that it's in an election is the majority win. It's America. I know you have another country where do that. You can't tell me another country where do it.
So, listen. Here is how white work.
Karen. May I ask you one question? Can you tell me another country in the world that do where America does it relates to election in terms of electoral vote?
No, I don't know another country that has. But Uncle Muta, but look at it. But Uncle Muta, no, you have to look at it because remember, that your electoral votes add up to the number of representatives that you have in Congress, plus your Senate, and every state has 2 senators. It's a brilliant process. You have checks and balances through and through. Think about it. Every state gets 2 senators, and then your representative in Congress is based on your population. It's simply brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, Uncle Musa.
Look here, Sister Dunkley, look here. I can tell you something. The election, according to what I know, and most people know in the world, the other day, Hillary get the majority vote, don't it? When she didn't go there, she'll get the majority vote. Much more than what name there. Now, when I hear that, I say, well, Hillary gone clear. Hillary, when I hear about the majority vote gone to Hillary, I say, well, then I start to hear about now it's going to be decided by a state. And I say, how that goes so? So I search all over the place to find out which other country do that. I don't know nothing about that. So I don't know what you want to tell me now, say it's a better way, better which way. What is better?
Yes, because if you have direct elections, then the states that have the largest populations will always hold more sway over those who don't. So it really is about a balance of power. It really brings about a balance of power.
No, it's about the majority in the country. It's not in the state. It's the majority in the country who vote. And if the majority in the country say that person A have the most vote in the whole, what them call the continent of America, I don't understand why it boiled down to 4 states, 5 states. I mean, I hear what you're saying now. But to me, that democracy is faulty. Trust me, it's faulty. Anyway.
Yes, it can appear, you're right, because so both George Bush, now, interestingly enough, this system has benefited Republicans because George Bush lost the popular vote, won the electoral college, and Trump lost the popular vote, and so it does benefit the Republican Party if they were to be honest.
That me I show you. And it could have happened again. It could have happened again. Where Harris get the majority vote because she go try and young people them, she go try and black people, she go try and female. She could have get the majority vote, but Trump gone with the other vote them when win with the last time. So only a problem. You better buy a ticket to come back to Jamaica.
No, wait a minute, you said trouble did it. This, I'm telling you, everyone has plugged in. There are people who said we're not voting. They have gone out to vote, from 18-year-olds to the very old. This is the kind of watch. And we're saying, can America at this moment deliver on its promise of equality for all people? And we're watching.
Can they? You see, you laugh again.
I am because I am very optimistically. I'm so hopeful. I'm hopeful that this moment and this time we can deliver on the promise of America.
Yeah, I'm glad all your hope. Yeah, man. Hope is the thing, is the talk. Hope is the talk, man. You know, in the Bible, them say faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And that is where Kamala have on in now, hope. My boy, no, I can tell you something. The only way this thing can go to Kamala slam dunk without any argument is if Taylor Swift declares, Miss Harris should do it. Trust me. That's Mrs. Harris there.
Oh, you said it who declares?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, well, listen, that has been a criticism. One of the criticisms of the Democratic Party is that they are extremely Hollywood instead of issue focused. They are finding ways to tantalize the masses, right? So instead of focused on issues that matter to people, that change their lives, that impact their lives, they're really leveraging Hollywood and big name entertainers to distract people. And I cannot believe, look how many individuals are watching. Look at the impact of a Taylor Swift on football. Like where people are watching football because she likes the sport. So that has been the unfortunate reality of celebrity culture, where we need a Taylor Swift now to get behind a candidate for us to vote for them.
Karen, I can tell you something. If Taylor Swift come out 1 month time or 6 week time and say she is with Mrs. Harris, argument done. May I tell you that? So
that's a sad commentary on the American population, on the populace.
And that way I say.
That is really a shame. Shame on us.
Look here, I can tell you something. You have a virgin dog named Vybz Kartel, you see? If Vybz Kartel ever come out when election near election and say he might go with this party or that the party, it done.
No, I can't afraid. I never afraid.
And this right there, though.
No, so then woe be unto us, then we get the government we deserve. Then we will get the government. If so be it, then we get the government we deserve.
Well, I said Taylor Swift is not a good example of.
No, absolutely. I would never, and nothing personal to her, but there's no policy area that I think Taylor Swift can inform me about that would sway my vote.
Yeah, but you say you have some little teenager, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, we follow her to hell or heaven, anywhere she go. And those now, if she now ratified, then we start to listen to Harris and hear what is Harris' plan. You know, see, so it can't go that way there. But we'll see. So tell me something. What you doing in America so long? For the lighter side. Where are you in America so long?
Boy, Overbuta, you have to tell your listeners that you have been such a giant in my life, especially in terms of consciousness and Black consciousness. For me, as a Black young girl, I love your daughters. I was best friends with Aishi for many, many years, and through adulthood and Aishama. And you brought a level of consciousness to me to love my natural hair, love my skin, to not bleach, to know about the greatness of Africa. So I remember, Uncle Musa, you forget when I said I was moving back to Ethiopia and I'm going to Shashamaniland, and you called me and said, Karen, what are you doing? Don't go. You don't even remember that, do you? I said, I'm going back. I'm going to go to Shashamaniland.
Boy, you're never ready for that. Trust me. You're never ready for that. You're just never ready for that.
Yes.
A whole lot of people.
Yes.
It's show hype and euphoria why them really say that. But when you get down to
yes. I'm just...
Who that in the background there? Somebody in the background?
Yes. No, I muted it out. Yes.
Somebody in the background?
Yes, go ahead, Uncle Musa. Yes, I just muted them out. Yeah, they didn't realize I was on an interview.
All right, you know. Long for see you. I should long for see you. I'm glad for your movement. I never ever call out where you is and who you is and all you is. But I can say if I can't find, because there's so much thing that I never ever know. Say, as a matter of fact, I just tell them I know say you're a doctor. What kind of doctor you be? What kind of doctor you be?
Boy, I am a doctor of organization and leadership. As we call it a Babylon degree, but we went to their schools and they have conferred the doctorate in organization and leadership.
No, you don't have to say a Babylon school, child. She has the responsibility of overseeing the implementation of a 4-point program to end racial discrimination and harassment in the Davis County School District. She's one of the only 2 persons of African descent that are consultants for the DOJ, a certified coach who specializes in intercultural competency, teacher effectiveness, and leadership coaching. She has enjoyed a life of service in education as an urban district leader, principal, teacher, and coach. Served as Deputy Chief Academic Officer and Deputy Chief of the Office of Parent, Family, Community Engagement and Faith-Based Partnership. In 2019, Dr. Dunkley was voted as a representative of the Northeast United States and the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council. That is wonderful. I know at last I know somebody big in America.
Standing on your shoulders.
I can't take up the phone and say, Karen, why you want to say? I just know who for call. Give thanks. Anyway, give thanks, sister. Give thanks. Give thanks, man.
Give thanks.
So I just keep my breath away again. Yeah. Oh, man. I am addicted to it. Man. I can't help but watch it.
I'm on the Democratic National. I'm in their focus group. I'm one of several representatives. So they keep polling us where we stand on different issues. They poll us like every day or after like a major event. So whatever you want to know a perspective, I look forward to coming back.
Yes,
it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And just enough respect. I love you to the moon and back, Uncle Musa.
Wait, hold on before you go. Without any partisan thinking, tell me how the polls them are go with her. Tell me. It's really how it.
But they said Kamala is up.
Yeah, me know it's up, but when I see like she up in a most place.
Yes, and where we are really focused on is where she is polling again in the state she must carry, the path to 270. That's what we're interested in. It doesn't matter, for example, if in majority red states her polling numbers are low. What we're interested in, again, Pennsylvania, we're interested in Michigan, and we absolutely are interested in those borderline states,
Georgia,
Yes.
Georgia,
Those are the states we're watching where she's polling. Now, remember, Hillary was up in the polls when white women were the number 1 voters for Trump. 32%, I think, voted for Trump. And there's something they say that happens to white men when they go inside the polling booth and they consider whether or not they really want to put a black woman in office. So that is what we have to think about, is what people say, and then behind the curtain, what they choose.
Choose. All right. All right, give thanks, sister. All right.
Give thanks. One love.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear that was a little sister of mine from a longer time. From she there at Jamaica, and now she gone a foreign, got on political motivator. This is the stepping razor, the art of war. We're going to take a break and come forward. Yes, it's that time of the day again. We represent here the African names. Very important part of the program, this. So, we're going to start with the male names. Abio. Abio, A-B-E-O, Abio. Abio means born with wealth. Born with wealth, Abio. Abiade, Abiade. A-B-I-A-D-E, Abiade, means born of royal parents. Born of royal parents. Chinoa, Chinoa. C-H-I-N-U-A, Chinoa, means God's own servant of God, sorry. God's own. Abo, Abo, A-B-U-U, Abo, servant of God. Servant of God. So there's Abio, A-B-E-O, Abio, born with wealth. Abiade, A-B-I-A-D-E, Abiade means born of royal parents. Chinoa, C-H-I-N-U-A, Chinoa means God's own. And Abo, A-B-U-U, Abo means a bound servant of God, a servant of God. Female name, Ada. Ada, A-D-A, Ada means first daughter. First daughter. Adaize. Adaize. A-D-A-E-Z-E. Adaize. Adaize means princess. Princess. Adache. Adache. A-D-A-C-H-I. Adache. Means daughter of God. And Adaoa. Adaoa. A-D-A-O-H-A, Adoa, daughter of the people. So that's Ada, A-D-A, Ada, first daughter. Adaize, A-D-A-E-Z-E, Adaize, means princess. Adache, A-D-A-C-H-I, Adache means daughter of God. And Adada, Adada, A-D-A-D-H-A, Adada, means daughter of the people. Yes, we're there with you. We're there with you. Okay, so we hear them going to have a tribute for Leroy Sibbles, or Sibbles, some people say. A brethren who has contributed a lot to the music. And when I say the music, I talk about instruments. He played some of the sweetest bass line in reggae rocksteady. So I hear them up, Leroy Sibbles, great singer and artist from the Heptones. So here we go. Cool. Look here how low your ear is, Rasta. Look here how low your ear is, you have to go a barber. Or them sit you down and put you on a chair and take, hey, a saka, when them saka, you hear, That is really where we as African people have to go through. Them always attack we hear. The thing is that anytime you go to church and anytime you look on the people them wall, you see a white man with long hair. When you hear about Samson, them same strength time, the strength we have to come out time here that woman cut it off. When you look on all of the so-called prophets in Israel, the whole of them have long hair. So I don't know how by ear is so prevalent, even amongst black people. Even amongst black people. And we see it come straight now to Rastafari where I remember a years me not see my cousin. And me I walk down Harbour Street one day and me just accidentally buck her up. It's when she see a year she never see me with me locks, you know. It's when she see me. That time me locks, the Bible look like how it look now. A young locks. The woman put on one ball in Harbour Street. And a ball out Jesus Christ and all them something. They say, look where a ride them call me, you know, upon the side of the family and so right. Them say, look where ride do to himself, Lord Jesus Christ. This thing about ear is a problem. Because it still exists right now. As we speak. As we speak, it still exists, this ear thing. Especially going back to school. The courts rule that it is unconstitutional to discriminate against a child because of them ear. Unconstitutional. So we hope that settle the argument. But going back to the back to school thing, the female especially, because sometimes the man them don't have no use. Them don't have no use really. Them don't have no use. You know, see, because them have so much baby mother, according to them. Baby mother in this and baby mother in this, so that them have to figure out now how them are going to spend the money to make the picnic at school over there, so, and make the picnic at school over there, so. Me hear some man about say them have 20 picnic. 20 picnic rasta. Me hear some man used to boast say, man must have picnic like sand pan the seashore. She reading the Bible, sand pan the seashore. Him can't ever deal with 2 picnic, much less sand pan the seashore. Especially now, when it's time to go back to school. And all of the baby mother them, I go come to him now and say, back to school time now, you know, give me this and give me that. And him not have no work. All them know for his farm full. And some of them they have foreign, have other family. I talk about them Ghana, so when them boys when me get a visa and go away. I get all that work, you know, so me come back here, I build a house, I do this, I do that, and that. And them they are 10, 20 years, I don't do this and don't do that up to now. Me not talk out of no bubble, me go there go see it. Man left a field 20 years. And the next 10 years you go back there, him in the same position where him there. And him talk to both, so why you want to see me have a baby mother at Jamaica, you know? You know her? I said, no, me don't know her. I said, yeah, man, you know, must know her, man. She named such and such and such. 2 picnic she have for me, you know. She have the picnic them for you. What kind of talk that? But you have picnic for you. She not nobody for you. And yet till you're up there now, a farm full. And the woman don't have to find another way to survive. The school curriculum need to be adjusted. The school curriculum need to be adjusted. We keep saying that I will not stop saying it. News time.
The opposition People's National Party has expressed concern over what it says is a severe water shortage affecting residents and businesses within the Somerton division. Caretaker for St. James East Central, Rochelle Reed-Knott, says for over a month, residents have endured unreliable water supplies, leading to significant hardship and disruption in daily life. Noting that 5 primary schools in Somerton depend on this water supply, Mrs. Reed-Knott says with the new school year approaching, the lack of access to clean water endangers the health, hygiene, and education of children. She is calling on the National Water Commission and Member of Parliament Edmund Bartlett to address the issue without delay. A curfew which was imposed in sections of Waterhouse Kingston on Monday has been extended. The curfew, which was initially slated to end at 6 o'clock last evening, will now run until 6 p.m. tomorrow. The boundaries cover Penwood Road, Barbados Road, Gandhi Road, Nance Pen Road, and Nance Pen Drive. During the curfew, all persons within its boundaries are to remain within their premises unless authorized by the ground commander. In news overseas, Japan has issued its highest level alert to more than 5 million people after the country was hit by one of the strongest typhoons recorded in recent decades. At least 4 people have been killed and more than 90 injured after Typhoon Sanchan made landfall in the country's southwest. Hundreds of thousands of people are without power. The level 5 order told residents to take immediate life-saving action by moving to a safer location or seeking shelter higher in their homes. After making landfall, the typhoon weakened to severe tropical storm and is pummeling its way to northwest, bringing torrential rain and severe disruption to transport services. Finally, a listeria outbreak linked to boar's head deli meat products has become America's largest since 2011. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. At least 9 deaths have now been tied to the outbreak, and 57 people have been hospitalized. Last month, boar's head recalled certain products made at its plant in Virginia. The recall started with ready-to-eat liverwurst products and expanded to include all deli meats, including sliced hams, sausages, and meatloaves manufactured at the Virginia facility. The company spokesperson said that food safety is the absolute priority and that the team at the plant immediately addressed the issues they found.
Bing, over. So my people, this one was indeed a warm and interesting one. So you can honestly leave an honest comment down in the comment section and also your own opinion. And you don't know me there upon the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Big up to each and everyone. Up until then, peace out. Adios.